do you know what a ganglion cyst is? If not, allow me to fill you in. A ganglion cyst is a tumor-like lump. It is non-cancerous. It is just a lump of basically, well, just like a cyst, you know, a jelly-like fluid that has decided to deposit somewhere in your body. In this case, most of the time, a ganglion cyst occurs in the wrist or the hand. But it can be on just about any joint, really. But given that there are lots of joints in your wrists and hands, that's where they tend to occur. And they are typically caused by like a repetitive motion, you know, similar to a carpal tunnel kind of deal, I think. And I had one on my left wrist for a while, right here on the top, probably for about 3 months, actually. And it was getting a little bigger from time to time, but it never really got above the size of like an acorn in total, and not even like on the top of the skin. Like, I'm guessing like if it were a perfect sphere, it probably had a diameter of maybe 3/4 of an inch. So not small, like definitely noticeable, but given where its position was, it looked like part of the wrist, like the ankle bone of your wrist, you know, right there on the edge. But it was on the top. And I had tried to, you know, because some of the remedies, they say you're not supposed to like blunt force pop it per se, but it can be done. They recommend getting it like drained with a needle or surgically like cut out. I didn't want to do that, so I just let it be. I would try to like press on it once in a while and see if I could get it to pop, but I never had like enough pressure on it. And so the other night I was building a fort with Ellie in the living room, and I was crawling in and turned my wrist, and it didn't hurt or anything, but I noticed like a popping sensation, and I looked down and it was gone. The cyst was gone. So it had popped, and then over the last couple of days my hand has seemed a little bit swollen, but as I researched, I became aware that that was a normal thing. Like after one of these pops, like your hand can appear swollen for a couple of days. It's gone back down. It's basically back to normal. And I'm good to go. They said they can return from time to time, but basically that fluid has dispersed from being where it was and has spread back out throughout the rest of the body. Like it's being reabsorbed into the body like it's supposed to. I'm no medical professional. I've had small cysts here and there, you know, throughout my life, and given that I had that one for 3 months, and it was like, it did cause a little pain when I went to like bend my wrist back, like if I was crawling on the floor or doing something like that, or pressing or pushing on something, but for the most part it wasn't uncomfortable or, you know, a point where I felt like I had to see a doctor about it. But it's gone now, and I learned a little bit about the human body and how it behaves in certain situations. So I hope this fills you in on a little bit if you have something like that. Let me know if you care to share a story. See you tomorrow.